Hello guys, Steve here, RC. I got the beauty. I always wanted one of these. Finally got it. The story behind this, I know I told it before. When I was a little kid, teenager, I used to build other kids' cars. And they used to pay me. That's how I got my cars. And I think I got like a Hornet and a lunchbox at first. But anyway, the story behind this beauty here, the RC10, fond memories, is my friend. He was two houses next door to me, and we built a track in the middle houses. There was like a woods. We built a little track, and we used to run. He had, I think he had the grasshopper, and I had the Hornet in a lunchbox at the time. We had the track. We were used to the Tamayas. I think he had something else. I forgot what it was. So we were used to him, and the RC10 came out, and after like, I think it was like a year or 6 months later or something, we seen in Tower Hobbies, and he's like, "Oh, what's that?" So he wanted to get one, and he got one. But I remember he told me if I build his, I guess his father or whatever would buy me one also. So he bought me a kit, but I had to build his first, and then I built it, and I had my kit. And I remember when I was done building it, and we charged up the NIM or whatever, not NIM, Nick had pack, and we went to our track, and it was the first time we ever used it. And we're used to the Hornet and the lunchbox and the grasshopper, and I forgot what other one he had. I forgot, it might have been a big bear someone had or something, I forgot. But anyway, we went onto our track, and then I'll never forget it. He rode it. I'm like, damn, it looks good as hell. And he was like, "Oh man, it's a beauty. Oh my." And then I tried it. And when we used to run the cars, the Tamayas would be trying to keep a straight line. They'd be bouncing all over, and you couldn't even like keep them straight. And it was hard to run them, and you had to be all over a car. But when we got this RC10, when I got it and I tried his, all I remember is going on the track, giving it gas. It went everywhere. I pointed it. I seen the RC10. I only seen the A arms moving up and down. I was like, we were like, oh my God. It was like floating over the track, and it just went through the turns. You were so much of a better driver. We were like, holy crap, this thing's a beauty. So anyway, that's the story behind it. Then I put mine together, and we raced them, and then we raced the Tamayas together on the track. But I got this beauty here. It's the gold edition one. Let me show you a little bit inside the box here, what you get. I don't want to go crazy because everyone has them, but there it is. Stickers and the booklet. It's packaged really good. It has like all bags. I actually started already. I don't know. I'm gonna take my time on this. I may do a video and show pictures, and then like maybe paint it and show my paint job, the final thing. But I did part A bag and the B bag. And here's the body. Mine I painted red when I was a kid. Then afterwards I put the A arms and all the parts, I dyed them orange on it. But there it is. Interior, gearbox stuff. Beauty shocks. These are polished gold. They're gonna look sweet. The A arms and all that stuff. Goodness. All the stuff here reminds me of when I seen all this stuff. It brought me back to when I was like, I must have been 13. I think I might have been 14 maybe. And I looked in this box. I said, how the hell did I build these back then by myself? I guess I was good at it, so that's why the kids' parents paid me to do their cars. But anyhow, I did notice some changes on the thing from what I remember. The chassis, it feels, I think they rounded the edge out on it. I don't remember. I thought it was straight. I think they flared the edge round on it. I think that it gives it more rigidity, like strong, rigidity. And I also noticed all the white parts are like harder, like you could see fiber in them more. Whereas when I was a kid, I remember they were like pure nylon. They just were like softer, like if you scraped them with your fingernail, it kind of stuck in it. But this is what I did. This is steps bag A and B. And that's what you come up with. And they want you to put this part on first without putting the A-arms on. But make sure you put the A-arms first, because if you don't, then you'll have to try to get these E-clips on when this section in the middle part here with the shock tower. If this is already on, you'll have to try to get the E-clips on to put the A-arms on when it's on the chassis, and that'll be way harder. So put it all together first, then screw on the whole thing with these screws here to hold the front up here to bulkheads with the A-arms and the shock tower. But this is the gold chassis. The other one just looks oranger, but I don't know how I'm going to paint it. I'm going to have to come up with something, but it's really neat. Inside they show what number it is and everything. 594. But that's the RC10. That's the story of it. And that's why I didn't have one since I was 14. I don't know why I never got another one. But I'm thankful that they re-released it so I could get a brand spanking new one. So this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to finish it up and drive it. I'm definitely using it. There's no way in hell I'm not using it, because I remember when I was a kid how much fun and how good it worked. So I want to relive it. I don't want to just stick it on the shelf and, ooh, I had this when I was a kid. No, I'm going to run it and have fun with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may put a brushless motor in here. I don't know. But anyhow, guys, that's the RC10 Gold Edition. Stay tuned for more. And hopefully I'll do a little video. I'm not going to go nuts like I said, because I just want to take my time and just enjoy it. And it reminds me of when I was a kid doing it. And I had to build 2 of them back to back. It was crazy. I don't know how I did it. Now I'm like, oh. Anyhow, lots of parts. It's a good kit. It looks really good. And they put it in the bags marked. So you take one bag out and you just use it up. And then that's what's nice. Then you take another one out. But be careful. I finished those steps with the E-clips. They don't even give you one extra E-clip. So if it pops off, you can't even complete the build. So you may want to pick up some extra E-clips. Anyhow, guys, stay tuned for more on the RC10. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. And if you like that childhood story. All right, guys. Steve here. I'm going to be building slow like a snail and enjoying it. And I'll see you guys next time. Happy RCing. I love this beauty. Later.